Hello YouTube, this is my review of the AC Draftshield. Basically it's a cover that goes over your AC vents. Seeing that I have baseboard radiator heat, I wanted to cover up the HVAC ducts because there was drafts coming in, and we're going to take a closer look at this product. So as you can see, I have this installed. I have it all over my house basically. I bought a lot of them. Just for first impressions, it doesn't look like much, but it still looks good to me at least. It's just a clear plastic casing with some insulation in it. So let's take a closer look at it. So the AC Draftshield, it's just basically a plastic covering with this foam type insulation on the outside. Okay, and all it does is, you see this hook right in the middle? It comes with two different types of string, and the hook hooks onto one of those drill things there. And then from underneath, you got this little closure. It's almost like one of those jacket things, or a bag closure type thing. You move that towards the center, and it makes the insulation fit flush against the ceiling. And then it seals out the cold draft. So you can feel a cold draft coming from this, by the way. So it does work, basically. So let me show you how this goes. Let me show you the installation. So what you're going to do first is you're going to leave enough slack here to get the hook to go into the grill there. I know this isn't going to really film that well, but pretty much you want to get behind there. This is the biggest pain to installing it. It will eventually work. You just have to get the hook to go behind and in to the AC. So you see what I'm doing right there? I got the hook in and behind, and then I'll get it in there, and then I'll show you the next step. So as you can see, the hook is in the middle. You line it up with these screws on the panel to make sure it's in the middle. And then you're going to take this part right here with my hand underneath. You're going to loosen this up by pushing this in and just tugging the string. I'm going to need two hands for this, but you tug the string so it goes taut against that with the outer lining on the outside sealing against the ceiling, and then it will seal out the drafts from this HVAC unit. So as you can see, the gasket comes around and you can't feel anything because it's nice and level with the ceiling. This gasket also allows for a little unevenness if your ceiling's a little uneven. And then you just have this excess thing. This is the thing that holds it up against it. See, that's very taut. And then, you can't feel any drafts. So it does what it's supposed to do. But I want to review the price with you because that might be the biggest problem with this product. Now, with my application, I don't mind wrapping this around a couple times and just tying it here. But they do leave, you see a little hole right there? You can put it through there, the end here, the end of the rope, the string, if you will. You can put it through that hole. It's just sealed right now, but you can pop that hole open and make it go through. But I personally just don't mind leaving it like that and just be wrapping the string around. So it's still sealed right here. Now, the biggest problem I have with the AC Draftshield are the prices, right? If you get a 12 by 12 inch, which is the one that I just showed you, it's $18.50 on the website. That doesn't count shipping, by the way. All it is a piece of plastic with a foam gasket around it. Okay, so yeah, it's convenient. Honestly, I like the way it's designed, but $18.50 for a plastic cover with foam around it. Okay, same thing if it's 14 by 14. Same thing with the 16 by 8. Okay. If you want one that's slightly bigger because your vent's bigger, because you do have to measure the vent, 18 by 18 is $24.99. Again, you measure the outer rim of your vent, and you might have to order a big one. This is inner diameter, by the way, 12 by 12, inner diameter, so it has maybe an inch extra for the gasket. Okay, and finally, the biggest size that they make right now is a 24 by 24 inch. And that's for $34.99. Now, they're all built the same, okay? They have a rubber gasket, and it's a plastic cover. So you could quite make your own if you get the right plastic container cover-ish type material and get the rubber gasket. That's my biggest complaint. It's just the price. You go on Amazon, they're even a little bit more, but they give you free shipping. So if you're buying these for the long haul. See, I just bought my house. This is the first winter we're here. I'm buying these for the long haul because I know they're going to save me money over the long term. However, if you're buying these and you're not going to use them for long, it's probably not a good investment because it will take a while to get your money back. Searching other reviews, the other things that you can use this for, let's say you're in an apartment, and I'm just going by what I read in reviews. Someone's smoking in the apartment next door and it goes to the HVAC. You can actually use this to plug it up so that you don't have to smell smoke. People have also used them, and I don't know how reliable this is, but people have also used them for stopping the AC in a certain room. Like if it's too much, they'll cover the vent up with one of these and they'll let the HVAC go elsewhere. So you can actually close off vents this way entirely, and rather than just the little knob thing on the vent itself that closes it. And also people have done that for heat too. So if it's too much heat in that room and there's not enough in the other, they'll put one of these to cover up the vent for the heat. So there are many uses for the AC Draftshield, but again, I use it mostly just for insulation and not wasting my heat by letting it go up the HVAC vents. The other thing that it could do, and I've never had a problem with this yet, but you can also stop the hot air from rising into the vents and causing condensation, mold, mildew, anything like that. So these things are definitely good, just a little pricey. That being said about the price, I kind of agree with this. It works great, show works great, just slightly on the pricey side. And that's exactly what I would do in this review. I'd say slightly on the pricey side. However, this is from the manufacturer's website, so I don't know how much you could trust the 5-star thing, but if you go on Amazon, they have 5-star rating on a lot of these, 4.5 at least, and it really does stop the draft. So I do recommend the AC Draftshield if you don't want to make your own. I don't want to make my own. I wanted to make it look good too, because my wife I know was going to have a complaint about it, which she did anyways, but they're a very good product and they do work to keep the draft out. So that was my review of the AC Draftshield HVAC vent cover for home winterization.